Hi everyone, my name is Christy Berry and I'm part of Mac Jewelry, and today I am shooting a tutorial for you on a bracelet that I made, and it's called Links of Love. Now, I had some bracelets made, but I lost them in the mix of moving my work area, so we're just going to make one. You're going to need several different materials. I can't tell you exactly how many you need because it all depends on how long you want the bracelet. So, for this bracelet, you are going to need some bicones, and I'm going to be using a fire polish moonstone, and it's a 4mm. I'm going to be using a sapphire Swarovski bicone, and it's a 4mm as well, and I'm using a silver Swarovski. Now you can use Swarovski, fire polish, whatever. Make sure it's a 4mm. You can use one color, 3 colors, it doesn't matter. Okay? You're also going to need some size 8 or 6 seed beads. And I'm going to be using the silver lined crystal. I'm also going to be using a size 11 silver lined crystal seed bead as well. You are going to need a size 10 or 12 beading needle. You're going to also need some fireline, and I'm using .006. And I usually take between an arm span to an arm span and a half. I hate adding thread. So, just FYI. You're also going to be needing a flat nose pair of pliers to flatten the end of your thread. You are going to be needing a closure. You can use any closure you want. I'm going to be using the magnetic. If I can get that, there you go. This is a magnetic closure, so I'm going to be using that. You're going to need a pair of scissors or thread burner, whatever. If you don't have a thread burner, get you a lighter so you can burn the end of your thread when you're done. Okay, so I'll get my material out here, and there's a story behind these colors I'm doing. I made this bracelet in several different colors, and my sister and I are crazy Dallas Cowboy fans. And she said, "Ooh, you want to make me one in Cowboys colors?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." So I'm making her one in Cowboys colors. So usually I have all my materials together, but it's been a rough year. It's been a rough month. So I just lay out my materials more times than not. I lay out more than I need, but that's alright. I'm also using a beading mat and a beading tray. Just makes it easier to keep everything together. So just pouring out some materials, and we are going to get started. So what you're going to do first is, it doesn't matter which color you use. If you use several different colors, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'm going to start with the white, and you're going to pick up a size 11, a 4mm, an 11, a 4mm. And you're going to do that till you have 4 of each. Okay? So this is what you should have. Okay? Maybe that'll help. This is what you should have. If you begin with an 11, see if you can see that. If you begin with an 11, you do not end with one. Okay? See if I can fix this color, this light a little bit. So that's what you should have on your needle. An 11, 4 millimeter, 11, 4 millimeter. So you have a set of 4. Okay? Now you're going to take and you're going to bring it all the way down to the end of your thread. Okay? And then you're going to go back up through all of them. You can do it in one sweep, you can do it in several, it don't really matter. But we're going to go through all of them. And you're going to make a circle is what you're going to do. And the white probably wasn't the best idea for the tutorial, but my sister is a brat. So this is what you should have. A circle. Okay? And now you're just gonna, you can tie it if you wish, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna reinforce this because this is the beginning of our bracelet. So you want to go all the way around, you want to reinforce it. And then when you get back around to where your tail is, go on through to the next C bead. Okay? Go past it into exit the C bead past your tail. So if you can see that, you're going to go through the C bead past your tail. And this is a really simple bracelet. It's not really too hard to do. See if I can fix that. Alright. Now you're Xing the C bead. What you want to do is pick up 3 size 11s. And you're going to do right angle weave, which means you're going to go right back through and make a circle through that C bead you're coming out of. And that is going to make a little peacoat. If I can get that to focus. This camera's being awful difficult. So you're going to make a little peacoat there. Sorry my picture isn't the best. This camera can be a little frustrating to deal with. You're going to go through the bicone and the other C bead, and you're going to pick up 3 more size 11s, and you're just simply going to go through that C bead and go ahead and go through your bicone, and you're going to pull. And you're going to do that all the way around so you got a peacoat at every one of your C beads, okay? And this is kind of a repetitious pattern. So just go back through your C bead you're coming out of. Go on through to your next C bead. Okay. And put a peacoat there. Pick up 3 size 11s and go back through the size 11 that you're exiting. And you're going to pull. Okay, now you got all your peacoats done. Now you're exiting the C bead on the side. What you want to do is coming out of the C bead directly across where your tail's coming out of. So you want to be out of this one here. So you're going to go back around, going through your bicone, your C bead, your bicone C bead, and it's going to get a little tight in there because of the thread, but if you have to just go through one at a time, do that. When I first made this, I got so frustrated because I would mess up and then I would have to go back through, and then I got my thread all tangled up, and it's just very frustrating. Okay, so you're going to go through this seed bead. It's going to be directly across from where you're at, from your tail. Okay, so your tail's here, and you're exiting here. Now, you want to come up through that side size 11 in the picot. Okay, and then you want to go through that top C bead in the picot. Alright, and that's what you should have so far. Now, go ahead and pick up 3 more size 11s, and you're going to go back through this C bead that you're exiting. Okay, can't get that there. You're going to go right back through that C bead you're exiting, because you're going to make a picot on top of picot. Okay, and you want to fix it, and then you're going to go up through that side C bead. Okay, and the top of that picot, the top C bead of that picot you just added. So now you may have to fix your C beads a little bit, but once we get done, you're going to see that that's all going to stiffen up and whatnot. Alright, now we're ready to make our next component here. So then you're exiting out of size 11. You want to pick up a C bead, or a 4mm, size 11, a 4mm, size 11, a 4mm, size 11, and a 4mm. So you want 4 4mm and 3 size 11. Now you're going to go back through the C bead you're coming out of in a making a circle. Okay, and that's what you should have. Now I flip my work over, so it's not going to hurt anything if you do. Now you want to go through the bicone and the C bead, and you want to hold on to it and pull it tight, and that's going to secure that there. So you're coming out of this C bead right here, and all you're going to do is pick up 3 size 11s, and you're going to go back through that C bead and the bicone and the next C bead. Okay, and you're going to pull. Like I said, this is very repetitious. 3 size 11s, go back through the C bead you're exiting, and the 4mm and the next C bead, and pull. Okay, you're exiting the C bead, you're going to pick up 3 size 11, go back through that C bead, and then you are going to go back through everything you just done. Okay, so you're going to go through the C bead, the bicone, C bead, the bicone. Okay, you're going to make it all the way around till you are right here. That will focus. It's frustrating. Okay, so you're going to want to come out of this top C bead here. Okay, so you just make your way around. And you're going to go through the side C bead. And make sure you hold your work. That's going to help secure everything there. Okay? You're coming out of that top C bead. You're going to pick up 3 size 11. And you're going to go back through that C bead again. Now, every time you make one of your components, you're going to make another picot on top of the picot that's already there. Okay? You need to get at the middle C bead of your picot, so you're going to go through one C bead on the side, and then you're going to go through your top one. Okay? You have 2 picots. Now it's time to add another component. So remember, you're coming out of a C bead, so you want to pick up a bicone, size 11, a bicone, size 11, until you have 3 size 11s and 4 C beads. This is what you should have. Okay? You want to make a circle through that C bead you're coming out of. And you're going to do this until you are all the way to the length that you need. I wished I had pause on this camera, but I don't. So this part's going to be very boring for you. My camera keeps slipping. Okay, so coming out of a C bead, you're going to pick up 3. And you're going to go through C bead again, the bicone, and the next C bead. Till you have that. Okay? You're going to do that all the way around. Until you have made it completely around, and it's got a picot where every C bead is. And you hold your work. It may be a little loose, but as you're going around adding your picots, okay, you're also reinforcing it and making it stronger. So it's 2 steps in one. Okay, you got all 3 of your picots. So you're going to go all the way back through till you're at the top of your component. And then you're going to go through your side C bead. And like I said, make sure you hold your work. Just kind of pinch it a little bit. You're not going to hurt it any. Okay? Pull it, give it a nice little snug pull. And then you're going to pick up 3 more. And you're going to go through. Back through that C bead. Now for about a size 7 in a bracelet, you're going to need about 10 components. So that's what you need to do. Okay, now we're going to start our colors again. So you're going to pick up 4mm size 11 until you have 3 size 11s and 4 4mm. Like so. Then you're just going to do a right angle weave and go back through that C bead you're coming out of. Okay? And then just start adding your picots. Now if you choose, you can pause this, make all of them, and then fast forward to where we go to the next step. Like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't got pause or anything on my deal, but can't afford it, you know, so I do what I do. You just make your way around, and this is pretty fast moving. And like I said, it is repetitious, so it's just repeating the same step over and over again. And if you, like I said, if you notice it's getting loose, just give it a little pinch and a little extra tug. It's all gonna fix itself out in the end. So Now that you got all your peacoats on, you want to work yourself all the way around to the end. Okay? Okay, now I am going to stop here. You want 10 components for approximately a size 7-inch bracelet. So go ahead and pause me, make your components the length of your bracelet, and then push play whenever you're ready. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to pretend that I have 10 components here. And what you're going to do is you're going to come out this end C bead, okay? And it's time to add your closure on this end. So you can add your clasp. You're going to pick up 2 size 11, a size 6 or 8, and 1 part of your closure. Okay? And you're going to pull it all the way through. You're going to go down through your size 6 or 8, whichever you choose to use. You're going to pick up 2 size 11 C beads, and you're going to go back through that size 11 that you're coming out of. Okay? And you want to go back and reinforce this. So you want to go back through your size 11s, 8, clasp, go back through your 8, size 11s. For argument's sake, we're going to say I did that. And for the whole length of the video. Okay? Now, you want to get come to where you're out of this top C bead. So you're going to go back through. Do not cut corners. You don't want to see too many thread paths. Okay? So you're going to go through this side C bead. You're going to go through your middle C bead here by your bicones. And you're going to follow all the way around till you're coming out of your C bead. Okay? Now, where the C bead is here, laying right on top, kind of, you're going to go through that. So you're going to go through that C bead, that side C bead right there, okay? And you're going to pull, and then you're going to go through this top C bead. Alright? Now, it all depends on what beads you use on the sides, on what you're going to need as far as your 8s, 11s, or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my silver, and I'm going to pick up a size 6. I'm going to pick up 2 size 11 C beads, a 4mm. I'm going to pick up 2 size 11s and a 6. And I'm going to look and see that's going to give me what I need. If it isn't, then you may just want to add another size 11 and then pick up the rest. So you'll do, I'm going to do a size 6, 3 size 11s, a 4mm, 3 size 11s, and a 6. And I'm going to go through the next top C bead at the in the peacoat straight across from where I'm coming out of. Okay? And that's what it's going to look like. Alright? And that's what you're going to do. you're going to pick up a 6, 3 11s, a 4 millimeter, 3 11s, and a 6. You're coming out of this size 11. You're going to go in this next top size 11. Okay? And you're going to do that down the whole side of your bracelet. Okay? Again, 6 millimeter, 3 11s, 4 millimeter, 3 11s, and a 6. You're coming out of this one. You're going to go into this one. Just like that. And you're going to do that the whole way down the length of that bracelet. Okay? When you are done, you're going to go through this CB and your bicone. And like I said, it's going to get tight in there, so just be patient. You're going to pull it. And the side beads are going to take up some of the length of your bracelet as well. Okay? So you're coming out of that bicone. You're going to go through the CB. And you want to come out of this top C bead right here, okay? Okay. Now, we're going to add the other part of our clasp, okay? So you're going to pick up 2 size 11s, size 6, and the other part of your clasp, okay? And you're going to pull that through, and then you're going to go back through your size 6 seed bead, just like this. That's what you should have. Okay? Now you're going to pick up 2 size 11s, and you're going to go back through that C bead you're coming out of. Okay? To make a circle. Just like so. And again, for argument's sake, we're going to say that I've reinforced this, but you need to reinforce it. If you don't, your bracelet, your clasp area, that's all going to get weak, and then it's going to break. Okay, so after you reinforce it, you want to go back through your C bead so you're coming out on the opposite side of the bracelet. Okay? So we can add our embellishments on that side of the bracelet. You're going to go through the bicone and the C bead right next to it. And then the C bead in that top peacoat. Okay? And again, the same pattern as we done. A size 6, 3 size 11, 4 millimeter, 3 size 11, and a 6 millimeter, just like so. You're coming out of this C bead, you're going to go into this C bead. And you're going to pull. And I know my sister's going to be watching this, and yes, Misty, I have every intentions on taking the Barbie one apart and making you one that'll fit your wrist. So again, you want a size 6 C bead, 3 size 11, a 4 millimeter, 3 size 11, and a size 6. You're coming out of this C bead, and you want to go into this one. Okay? And you're that all the way down the opposite side of your bracelet. The tail's going to get in the way, but it'll be alright. You're going to tie it off and singe the ends anyways. So, okay. Coming out of this C bead, you're going to go into this one. Now when you're done, you're going to go back through. You're going to you're going to go back through everything, reinforce everything, okay? Go back down the side to make yourself to where you're over here at your tail. You're going to tie your working thread and your tail together, and then you're going to singe the ends, okay? And then you will have a beautiful Links of Love bracelet. So this is shimmery shiny, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Get this up a little bit further. Imagine this a whole bracelet. It's very pretty. So, sorry the video probably wasn't maybe the best it should have been, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please check us out on Mac Jewelry on Facebook, like our page, and leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Again, this is the Links of Love bracelet. My name is Christy Berry with Mac Jewelry, and I thank you for watching.